Let's talk about our jacket prices and why they are the way they are, and the prices and costs I incur as a business owner, and someone who's starting a business or interested might find this interesting. So these are all things that I've learned through doing, and not so much because I read about it and was like, oh, okay, you know, didn't listen to a lot of people for business advice because I'm just someone who has to do it to learn on my own. Our jackets. The fabrics that I'm using are very premium and really high quality. So you are getting high performance. They're sustainable. They're from certified mills, which always come with a bit of a higher price tag. The 3-layer fabrics, for example, are of cost at a very high price point because of the quality of them. And so you have to consider with a jacket, the prices that you're paying are kind of factoring in all of this. Okay, so you have your fabric costs, which are starting off high compared to some cheaper fabrics, right? And everything's charged in US dollars too. So I'm in Canada. Unfortunately, the dollar is not as strong. So when I get that final price point from production, it's always a bit of a blow to the stomach. Anyway, so you have your fabrics, and then you have your trims. Also with fabrics, because everything's at such a small quantity, for minimums, generally you're looking at 3,000 yards per fabric and 1,000 yards per color. I'm very much far from that, so I'm doing like a few hundred yards, if that, for some of these jackets, and I have 2 colorways. So, and all my colors are custom as well. So I'm paying surcharge on quantity, surcharges on color, and then you have your trims. All of my trims are custom. So I'm paying surcharges on quantity as well for trims, and then the customization. So you're creating custom molds. And also, again, using all premium trim suppliers that are ethical and sustainable, and they have these certifications. So your price point's already starting, the baseline's already high. So there's that. Then you have to consider all of the workmanship that goes into these jackets. There's so many details in each piece and so much thought put into each one that until you actually really see it in real life, then you'll see so many little surprises throughout the inside of the jacket and the outside of your garment factory. So, and then shipping. So everything, so like some of my fabrics are from Taiwan, because they're really premium for outdoor materials and technical materials, and they have really good sustainable practices and recycling programs there. So I have fabrics from Taiwan and then Seoul, Korea.